Hello and welcome. My name is Fiona Nsima. Today we're going to be cooking cashew chicken. Please join me. So today's video was inspired by a Thai cuisine, one recipe of cashew chicken. The first ingredient, of course, is the main, which is cashews. These are roasted cashews, and I'm using them as a whole. They make it makes them nicer that way. And I'm using chicken breast, and I've cut the chicken into one bite size. And then for my vegetables, I'm using red pepper and yellow peppers, bell peppers, and then I'm putting some green chilies to make it a little bit hot. I don't like spicy foods, but I enjoy a little bit of spiciness in my foods. And here are the mushrooms. Everything is cut into the same size. And then for the onions, I'm using one medium-sized white onion, and it's also in the same shape. And I have flour here that I'll be using for my chicken to coat in the sauces. And then here are the sauces. I have 3 spoons of oyster sauce, 3 spoons of soy sauce, 2 spoons of fish sauce, 1 spoon of sesame oil, 3 tablespoons of sugar. I'll use the sugar to balance out all the saltness. I'll show you how. And some salt and pepper. I'll be using it to balance out the taste. So, for the first step, I'll be coating the chicken with the flour. So I'll put the chicken here. I'll put a little bit of salt. And then I'll put black pepper. It is recommended to use white pepper, but I didn't have it at hand, so I'll just go ahead and use the black pepper. It doesn't really matter apart from the color. I'll mix to make sure that all the ingredients, all the salt and pepper is inside properly. Then I'll put the flour. Okay. I'm coating the flour to make sure that the chicken will get a nice crispy feeling to it when I'm frying it. I'll be deep frying it in a while. Okay, I think it's coated nicely now. I'll wash my hands first and then I'll mix the sauces. Then the next step is to make the sauces. I'll put my soy sauce. The order doesn't really matter as long as everything is put. And then I'll put the oyster sauce. These sauces add to the saltiness and bring a lot of flavor to the meal. And I'll put in the sesame oil. And then I'll put sugar. The sugar will help to balance out the saltiness. And then I'll put some water to it. I was supposed to use chicken stock, but I don't have it at hand, so I decided to put some water. You have to mix to make sure that the sugar dissolves. Okay. I'm going to first heat up the pan to get it hot. The pan is hot. I'll add the oil. I'm using about 1 of this. Maybe it's about half a cup. And we'll wait for it to be hot. We need it to be hot to get the ingredients cooked well. One of my tricks to know if the oil is ready is to put a little bit of flour, and if it moves, then it's ready. I think we'll wait a little bit more. So I'll go ahead and put the cashews. I'll spread them well so that they have enough space to cook. Now we're not cooking the cashews because they're already roasted, but we're trying to get a nice golden color, and we are trying to also get some crunchiness to them and some crispiness. So wait for this to brown. Now the cashews have got a color to it. Be careful to not burn them. So now that the cashews are brown and crunchy, I'm going to fry the chicken. It is important that the oil is hot because you want it to cook as fast as it can. Chicken breast tends to cook very, very fast, and you don't want it to be overcooked. So I'm putting one by one because I don't want them to stick to each other, but you have to do it very, very fast so that they will have an even cooking. As you put it, it's better if you kind of move it around. I have all my chicken in. Now let's wait for it to brown. I'm giving it shape so they will all cook individually. Make sure everything is turned. All the pieces are turned, both sides. Look at this, it's starting to come along. Okay, now the chicken is brown. Look at this. This looks lovely. I'm going to set it down on a kitchen paper towel to drain all the excess oil. You don't want all that oil in the food. Then I'll switch off this oil because I need to change it for the next step. And the next step now is going to be doing the vegetables. I'm putting about 1 or 2 tablespoons of oil, vegetable oil. I'm cooking this on medium heat. The oil is ready. I'll put my garlic. I'll toss this all over. You want to be careful because burnt garlic tastes very bad. You don't want that in your food. Just 1 minute is enough, just to make it a little bit toasty. Then I'll add the sauce. I'll let that simmer so that it thickens up. You can see that it is coming together. It's after 1 boil. I add all my vegetables. First I'll add the bell peppers and onions. You want the vegetables to soften but not to become soft. You want the crunchiness from everything to be still there. After 1 minute or so, I go ahead and add my mushrooms and mix everything together. Look at all these colors. I love colorful foods. Looks very nice. And to let it simmer a little bit so that the mushrooms are cooked. I'll reduce the heat. I'll add a little salt. I feel like the salt is not enough. It smells very good in here. I'll go ahead and add the chicken. I'll toss this around. Now I'll add the cashew nuts. Look at these, look at all these colors. Yum, 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 yum. I'll switch off the heat. Then add the green onions. The green onions should be added at the end and when the heat is off, because the curry on heat will cook them. You want their bright colors to come out. You want the natural taste to also be vibrant when you're eating them. Ta-da! This looks nice. I'll bring it closer for you to see. Look at all these colors. Goodness, I can't wait to have this. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and share with your friends. See you next week. Goodbye.